Caitlin Clark puts Freddy fever in spotlight, yet no one seems to know what creature he is. INDIANAPOLIS. The halls of Gainbridge Fieldhouse were jam-packed, and among the blur of figures bustling about before the Indiana fever took on the Phoenix Mercury was the furry, red, goofy, bumbling mascot Freddy, with long yellow spikes draping to his shoulders and blue fuzz outlining his bulging eyes. Fans clamored to give Freddy a fist bump last month, and some jumped next to him for a quick selfie. Yet, it seems, no one knows exactly what this creature who represents the fever is supposed to be. A deranged tomato. One fan guessed, Mark Eastmond, who was at the game from Utah, pondered he might be some sort of a Muppet with a fever. Multiple fans at the game guessed a crab or something in the Lobster family, while another said he looked like a red, instead of purple Barney, the dinosaur sporting blonde dreadlocks. Penny Keaton at first said she had no idea. When pushed to give her best guess, "Oh, some type of a bird," she said. Dexton Hazelrig at the game from Kentucky said he had been wondering what Freddy was too. The only thing he could come up with was a friendly dragon. It's a bit of a mystery that Freddy, who turned 24 years old this summer, which has to be at least 240 in Mascot years, has never self-identified as a creature. He has spent the better part of a quarter of a century staying mostly under the radar. But more eyes are on Freddy than ever before. He is, after all, the mascot whose team includes women's basketball sensation Caitlin Clark. Gainbridge is selling out all its fever games. Fever news. Last time Fever made playoffs, Caitlin Clark was a freshman in high school. They're closing in. Thus, Freddy has been performing in front of not a few thousand fans, but electric crowds of more than 17,000 packed to the ceilings. It's the most he's been seen since June 2000, when he made his debut inside then Bankers Live Fieldhouse. "I think there's porcupine in there," said Chrissy Chula, or a cousin, or a family member of porcupine. For the record, other animals with spines and quills would include hedgehogs, echidnas, tenrecs, and spiny rats. "I mean, you and me both," Rachel Rosler said when INDIANAPOLIS revealed it was trying to figure out what Freddy is. "I'm not sure. I just know that I love him and his energy. He's always messing with the security guards. He has a good sense of humor." Her daughter Kinley said she was a little freaked out when she first came face to face with the unknown creature, until he shook her hand and high-fived her. And then she said that she loved him, Rachel said. Still, Kinley's best guess for Freddy's identity is that he's a demon. "He's a virus," Justin Rosler said very matter-of-factly. "You know, like a fever caused by a virus." It was INDIANAPOLIS night at the fever game last month, so the newspaper family weighed in too. Pacers reporter Dustin Doperak said he's pretty sure he's not an actual tangible creature, but a hallucination. In other words, an unknown amalgamation resulting from a high fever. Arts and creativity reporter Domenica Bongiovanni was among the crustacean guessers. Libby Larson, daughter of executive editor Eric Larson, called Freddy a made-up monster. The son and daughter of sports editor Matt Glens both guessed Freddy was an ant, but their dad said with authority, "He's an inferno, right?" His wife, Barbara, who happens to be Carmel Clay School's Teacher of the Year and a science teacher to boot, was going to say Freddy was a dragon, but then had to admit her husband was probably right. The fever. Hot. Freddy is red hot with yellow flames draping to his shoulders, and the blue around his eyes could represent the blue flames which appear when temperatures reach between 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit and 3,000 degrees. Amanda Waynorskes had another thought about Freddy. "He might not even know what he is," she said, laughing. "The fever might not even know. Waynorskes may be onto something." INDIANAPOLIS reached out to Fever spokesman Ryan Stevens to get the final answer and put all the guessing to rest. Alas, he didn't clear up the confusion. Freddy is a character, Stevens texted, a big, lovable friend.